Welcome back, guys. Originally I was not going to make this video, but I saw a bunch of videos online and people talking about this online where about marathon. So I thought I would just give my 2 cents about marathon. Since everybody's doing it, might as well I'll do it. So I have around 6 hours, I want to say more, about marathon. So obviously my editor, he has played the original beta back in May, so maybe he can give you guys a little bit more info about that. But right now I'm playing the stress server, whatever. So the beta's up right now. It's pretty much a full game. It's coming out in 6 days. I don't think they can change much. Some here things, there, and it's pretty much a full game. It is. Like, I don't see why it would not be the full game if they're trying to sell it to you 6 days before, like a week. But anyways, everybody's talking about it. What's the general opinion? That it sucks. Everyone's talking about it. It sucks. Operator's better. There's better extraction shooters. Yada yada yada. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen it, but yeah, people don't like it. A lot of people don't like it. Extraction shooters are not liking it. There's only two people that are defending it. One, the ones that obviously are gonna get sponsored by the video game, so we can't really talk bad about it. And two, die-hard Bungie fans. So if you guys haven't seen my last video, I'm not a die-hard Bungie fan. I do enjoy their work from Halo. I love Bungie Halo. I would die for Bungie Halo. But anything after that, like once Destiny released, I tried it. I saw that you had to spend a lot of money for the DLC. I dropped it immediately. I tried it again on Destiny 2. It was again same thing. You have to drop money for DLC, and then if you're not buying the DLC, you're behind and you're low level, and like it became this whole like cash grab of a game. So I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna get it. I even told my friends about it that were huge Destiny fans. I'm like, you know what? Y'all can go ahead and keep playing it without me, because I'm not gonna spend hundreds of dollars in the DLC. So I'm not a big Bungie fan, aside from Halo, because if it's not like that original dev team of Halo, I don't care. Which obviously it is not the same dev team. It is not the same people. It's changed. It's been more than 20 years since Halo. Obviously they're different. Now, what do I think about Marathon? And I'm going to be honest, I really did like it. I really did. Now, is it, the best game I have ever played that beats Halo? No, it is not. But I really love the gunplay. The gunplay is the thing that sells me. That is probably the most positive thing about this game. The gunplay. I love the art style. Now, a lot of people are saying it's all Fall Guys art style, Splatoon's art style, because of the neon, colors and how distorted it is, and how, but guys, it's a different thing. The reason why I like it is because it's a different art style. Like it is something I have never seen. Like, yes, you could put similar things to it, but it is a different art style. It is a different world. Like, yes, I wanted to say like the maps are really, they look amazing. They look really good in my opinion. Now, is it confusing? Yes, but guys, like it's a whole different planet. It's a whole different. It's supposed to be dystopian. It's supposed to be confusing. It's supposed to be like in a future where we don't even understand. So I don't see why they, you know, like are complaining about it, or I guess people are some complaining about it. I do like the art style. Like, you know, it's actually one of the things I do enjoy of the game. So it's the gunplay, the art style, and that's pretty much it. Everything else fucking sucks. Obviously, it does have some issues. Like it has, obviously the menu sucks, the mouse sucks, the items suck. Like it's the gameplay kind of sucks if it's not about, you know, gunplay. It sucks, kind of boring. You walk around, loot, shoot some robots, get into an encounter here and there, and that's the part where it kind of gets fun, the encounter between you and the other player, and then that's it. You keep looting, you lose, you win. So my only complaint about the gunplay as well is that you die quick, you die fast, which is kind of weird because, again, hear me out, the gameplay is really slow. Really slow. You spawn in, you go in, you loot, and you fight like hundreds of robots, and you loot over and over. So you're doing all this hard work, and then when you get to a fight where it really matters, you just die on the quicks. You die instantly. That's where I have a problem. That's where I think, okay, we need to like kind of either nerf the guns so the fight can be longer, or amp the health so we as players can live longer and we can fight each other longer. Like, I don't think me fighting robots should last more than me fighting players. If anything, I think it should be the opposite, where me fighting robots should be quick, and then me fighting players should last long. So that's my only concern about that gunplay. Everything else is, I love the weapons, they're unique. I love the reload animations. I love the different types of weapons where there's one LMG, it's really good, and then you have another LMG, it's really good but it has a slow startup. So I'd rather use the other LMG, even though it's a little bit weaker than the other one, because of that slow startup. I love the SMGs. I love the shotguns. Like it's really good. The snipers are really good too. Like I really enjoy the gunplay. I really do. But that's just my only complaint. The menu sucks. It really does. It's confusing at first, but once you're there for hours, like long enough, okay, like you kind of understand. You get used to it. You really do. Now, is it, you know, friendly? User friendly? Hell no. No. Like, yeah, I have 6 hours on the game. I still don't know what half of these items do. And at that point, I just sell them. Like, I don't know what they are. My friends don't know what they are. My editor, who's a huge Marathon fan, doesn't even know what it is. Just sell it. I just sell it. So, yeah, it's not. That's a good complaint too. Just the menu sucks. It really does. Navigation sucks. The mouse sucks. So I could see why people could hate on the game. I'm not saying like, oh, you shouldn't deserve all this hate. No, it does deserve all this hate because it's not optimized correctly. Like at some point, like it says on the Steam page, it says recommended for the GPU. It says 2060. Recommended GPU 2060. My editor has a computer that runs 2060. And it runs like shit. I have 4080 Super and it's barely running at 60 frames per second. Why? So, you know what? So I turned down the graphics and guess what? I was still at 60. So it made no difference between lowering down the graphics or upping up the graphics. I just umped it up, leave it as it was. So another complaint is the story. My complaint about the story is it's not that it's not good. It's just I don't know what the fuck is going on. I don't know nothing about it. I get lost. I don't want to read all this dialogue, and I don't want to like. It's just a whole book inside of a game. Which I mean, I get it, right? There is a part of the demographic people there that they do want that. They want a whole novel in there. Which I get it, but I'm not one of those. You know, my cousin they were not a fan of it either. So I don't know how the people like it, but the story sucks. They try to build up this story, or I guess tell you this story of who you are, where you are. And I'm gonna be honest, I really feel like they do a really bad job about it. Because it just feels like you're on an acid trip for half of the time of these cutscenes. Don't get me wrong, some of these factions, like the characters of the factions, they look super sick. But I don't want to like read a whole paragraph of why they look like that, what happened to that, who they are, where they are, why they're corrupt, and all that like dumbass stuff. I'm like, dude, what the? Like, I think what would have been better is if Marathon made a single player game explaining everything of that world, and then they made a multiplayer game just how they are. But obviously they're not gonna do that. Obviously, why? Because it's a live service game. It is just like how the Ackman said, modern gaming. One of the complaints I also have is just it could be very, very repetitive. Like really repetitive. Like I don't see why like they try to change, you know, quote unquote gameplay by changing the planets or I guess maps. We'll call it maps because I don't know if they're planets or not. You see, I don't even know the lore, right? That's how crazy and stupid it is. But it, you know, I try to spice it up by changing maps, and like it sucks. Like it's the same thing over and over again. Where again, each map has the same robots. You know, you loot the same thing, loot the same weapons. So, like once you start playing it for that long, okay, like yeah, it becomes repetitive. It becomes the same thing over and over. Again, like the thing that's it's saving me from playing this game over and over again is just that it's just the gunplay. I really love the gunplay, but it is as bare bones as it is. So it is a live service game, obviously. So it is going to change. Right, things are going to change. You're gonna add either more things. I hope so. Right, they're gonna add either more weapons, more enemies, more maps, different weapons. You know, maps are going to change here and there. So hopefully, right? Hopefully, but I don't know. It's not really, in my opinion, like compared to Arc Raiders. Like, again, I'm not a big fan of extraction shooters. I'm not. So, for a reason I really like this game, a Marathon, as a, you know, a raid shooter, it was pretty impressive. So, like I said, but I'm not a big fan. But compared to Arc Raiders, like, Arc Raiders is successful. It's the big dog right now. And Marathon is not really competing with that. So I think it's going to have to depend a lot with their diehard fan base, or the people who actually stuck with Marathon. Which I'm gonna be I'm gonna be one of them. I'm not gonna be a diehard fan right now. Like I said, I do like the game. You know, I like the gunplay. I do see potential in it. You know, like, now I don't know if they're gonna keep doing it. I don't know. Is it going to die? Yeah. Yeah, the game is going to die. I do believe it is going to die at some point. Is it going to die right now? Hell no. Because Sony invested like $500 million or something like that into the budget. So obviously Sony's gonna have to recover that money. But with that being said, because they invested so much money, I do believe they're gonna just ramp up the microtransactions, ramp up everything. So it is gonna be very, very like, give me money and, you know, screw you. But we'll see when we get there. Like, right, I'm for sure right now they'll be like, oh, it's, you know, $40, $60, you could get some extra stuff. But nah, like, yeah, I see myself, I could see this game just being like a huge cash grab because they're trying to recoup that amount of money. So I do think it's gonna be one of those games where it's going to be decent at the beginning, it's gonna get a little bit better in the middle of it, and then at the end it's gonna push away their fan base because they want money. So I do think it's one of those games for sure. Like I there's no way they're gonna recoup their money like this. Like, they have to get their money somehow, some way. Like, the basic businessmen can tell you, like, charging $40 on a game. It's a live service. It's a raid shooters, by the way, that not everyone plays. They're gonna get that much money back. Hell no. Now, another complaint that I do have is just the soundtrack. It fits the theme of the game, obviously. It fits how distorted and dystopian and how it's just a horrible future. It does fit. But I love video game soundtracks. Like, every video I play, like, I put video game soundtracks because of how much I love video game soundtracks. Even outside, like, of my desk, I go and listen to video game soundtracks. Like, if I'm walking, if I'm working, if I'm sometimes even working out, like, I listen to video game soundtracks and I play that on the go. Like, it is an everyday thing. So I'm a sucker for video game soundtracks, and I want to say this game sucks soundtracks. There's not one good track that I've heard that I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna add that to my playlist. So it sucks. Again, it does make sense because it is, you know, a dystopian future, distorted future, whatever. So it makes sense that the music sounds like that, but it reminds me of Battlefield 2042. And I don't like it. Like, I wish they added, like, okay, like, I understand they have to kind of add that music or for the art style, but I wish they would have sprinkled at least some good songs here and there. Like, Bungie's notorious to have, like, amazing soundtracks. Like, even Destiny has amazing soundtracks. I have songs from Destiny on my playlist. Why is there no songs here that, like, are good? Like, I feel like they really dropped the ball there. Like, okay, like, yeah, people are gonna hate it, but they can't really talk bad about our soundtracks. Well, like, now they can. That's just another thing to throw on the flame. Like, come on, Bungie. So, I mean, that's pretty much what I have for now. Like, of course, you know, I don't, it's this game as a Bungie, like, first game as a Sony that acquired them, I don't know. Like it's. I kind of expected it more. Like I know Bungie's way different now than Halo Bungie, but as a game that released like in the first Sony's game, I don't know. I kind of expected it more. I understand, like, they're trying to get money and stuff like that, but I don't know, like, I kind of wanted more of a... I guess I wanted Bungie to go back to their story era. Like, if Marathon took, like, the... like, the story mode in a way of Halo, I think I would have enjoyed it a little bit more. But, I don't know. Again, like, things have changed, times have changed. So, I know this was not going to be the same. So, but I don't know, so let's see. I know they're going to I know they're going to add battle passes, and I know they're going to add microtransactions, and I know they're going to add all this stupid cash grab. It's modern gaming, what do we expect? So, I do expect the game to fail. Not anytime soon, though. If I'm wrong, then at least I can say I was here before it failed or it shut down. So I'm gonna keep playing it. I'm hoping it will get better. So, if you guys are interested in the videos of Marathon, it will be somewhere right here, either right here or right here. But yeah, I hope you guys really do enjoy. Marathon is, I'm telling you, the players are crazy. They are cracked. Some of them are. I'll let the video speak. So, but yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed Marathon as much as I did. And if you didn't, completely understandable. I get it. There's some parts I don't like it either. There's a lot better games out there than Marathon. I can tell you that for sure. Like I'll Resident Evil Requiem. Like I'd rather play that game than Marathon. Hell yeah. But let's see how it is. It is my first raid shooter, or this type of game. So let's see how it goes. So see you guys later.